everyone, I'm back with another video, and this is going to be part of a series hopefully that I'll be doing on organizing different parts of my room. My room is pretty good as far as organization. I spent a lot of time during this past year redoing my room, but there are some parts that are kind of a hot mess, and one of them is my ribbons and twines and laces that are on spools. As you can see here, I've kind of got a big old mess there of stuff that it's got a bit out of control because I'm buying stuff and I don't really have ways to store it properly. It's just kind of thrown on there. At just before Christmas there at HomeSense, which is kind of like, oh, see what's happening? It's like an avalanche. HomeSense, which is kind of like Marshall's, I guess, in the States. They had like these really cool rolls of ribbon and stuff, and you know, they were a good price, you know, $6-7. So I bought a bunch of those, and they're quite huge, so I've ran out of room. So I did buy a another container down here. I'll just grab it. Sorry, I hope I'm not panning too fast for everyone. I'm not too good at the one-handed videotaping. Sorry. Yeah, so I got this here that I want to incorporate into storage for that. And this other one here is one that I will show on another video, an organization that I bought just last week. So I'm just going to cover the lens and show you where else I show ribbon and store ribbon and lace and stuff. So, oh, sorry, just wait for my camera to focus. So over here I have like it's a dress form that has like lace on it mostly and some ribbon. And that works good for loose stuff, but like for the rolls and that, I need some extra storage. So I'm going to keep that. I'll be honest with you, I don't really use a heck of a lot of it off of there. It's more for decoration than anything, but you know, maybe this year will be the year I use a bunch of ribbon and twine and lace off of that. So I'm going to cover you again. Now, I have these cupboards in my room, and they go the length of my room, the width of my room, not the length. And this box was in one of the bottom cupboards, and it has a bunch of rolls of different fancy trims. Does anyone remember? I forget who the seller was years ago that sold all this kind of fancy beaded pearl ribbon or trim and stuff, and so that's kind of been put away because I just didn't have anywhere to put it. So I'm hoping to get that out of that box and over to where I showed you earlier. Yeah, I also straightened out all these cupboards the other day. They were a hot mess. I should have videotaped that because I was quite proud of how it turned out. It looks quite a bit better now. I mean, it's still full of crap, but it's at least like looks a little neater. So that was good. Yeah, so I'm hoping to do a few different videos on organization and, you know, just things I'm doing in my room to get it looking a little better. And I'll try and set up my it's not a tripod, but like I have like a stand for my camera and try to film some of what I'm doing, but these baskets are pretty tall, so I don't know how that'll work. But if I can't do that, then I will just attach a piece of video to the end of this showing the before and after. And one thing I definitely need to do is I need to dust, because it is like super dusty. Yeah, got a little busy at Christmas time there. I normally dust my room once a week, but it got a little busy. So hopefully I can dust that as well. So I'll be back and show you the end result, if not my process of, well, I'm doing it. Okay, so I'm back showing you where I am with my progress for my ribbon storage. So I emptied this two-tiered basket here, and I have a crap load of ribbon here, like just a crap load. So what I'm doing is I'm sorting it into different categories. So like pom-pom trim, for instance, and then twine. I'm gonna put that with the twine container that I have. So I'm going to actually get rid of some of this ribbon, like these ones here. Some of them aren't even used, but you know, I really don't use this kind of sheer type ribbon. And honestly, I got this at the dollar store, so if at any time I need to repurchase it, it's not going to be like a ton of money that I'm putting out. I will maybe keep, there's a black and a pink here. I'll keep those because I think those are kind of colors, you know, I may use, but these others are going to be purged. Let's see, I've got a lot of sparkly type ones, so I'm going to try and keep those together. I don't know if there's any here that I could purge. I think those I'm going to keep all of those. This one here, okay, I like this one. It's sparkly as well, and it's got some orange dots on it. That I do a lot of Halloween favors, so I'm going to keep that one. These two, they're kind of like raffia. They're in spring colors. I do Easter favors, so I think those will be kind of handy to keep. So I'm going to keep those. Let's see, these here. This is another black sparkly one. But I've got two already, so I'll probably purge one of the other ones there because they're two of them are pretty similar, and keep this one because it's not as sparkly as these two here, and these two are pretty much the same, so I'll get rid of one of those and keep this one. I'm going to get rid of this one here. It's just a brown ribbon. Actually, maybe I'll get rid of this pink one instead, and I'll keep the brown. Brown is good for like fall things and masculine things, so I'm going to keep that one. I've got a few of these sequin trims. I think I'll keep these. These are nice for girl projects. I don't know about these. I think I got these at a dollar store. They're kind of like a burlap. I'm not sure. If I have room for them, I'll keep them. If not, they'll probably be let go. This is great for when you're doing mixed media. It makes a great stencil, so I'm going to keep that. This is more of a recent purchase. I think it's quite pretty. I'm going to keep that. These were in a basket or in a bag with other things that I bought. I think I will get rid of these. I don't see myself using those, so those are going to be purged. These are some lace trims. I think I'll keep these. What else do I have here? These are thin ribbons. These I got as a free gift from Stampin' Up! Was something I purchased. And this is a thin white ribbon. And I think I'll keep these. I like the colors, and I don't really have a lot of thinner ribbon. And then for these here, these are ribbons that are more, I guess, a thicker fabric. They're not the sheer ribbons. I've got a few burlap ones, and then some kind of striped ones and plaid ones. And then these two red ones here. And I'm going to keep all those because those are great for different projects. And then I have some, what do you call this, fibers. Those I will be keeping as well. And these are kind of fancier ribbons. They have like a ruffle on them, and these ones, these two and this one here, have elastic in them. And those I bought for when you make books and stuff. And I think I'm going to keep these. We'll see if I have room for them. So I'll come back and show you what my next little area is that I'm sorting out. I'll be back. Okay, back with another update on my ribbon and lace and different trims, organization of them. So I had this box of extra ones down underneath those cupboards I showed at the beginning of the video, and I'd like to get them out from underneath the cupboard because they're not getting used being under there. So I've got these fibers, so I'm going to put those with the other fibers that I've got out. And then these here, I don't know, does anyone remember buying these? Remember when these were all the rage? They're really pretty. Have I used any of them? No. I think what I'm going to do, because these are kind of big, I think I have some of those really old kind of vintage looking wooden clothespins, and I think I'm going to wrap them around those instead. So that's what my plan to do with those. And then I'll add these to the other sequins that I showed earlier. And then, yeah. So get everything out of this box, and then I'll show you what I'm going to put in this box, which is just doubles of other things that I already had out. Okay, I'll be back. I feel like I sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger when I do that, but I need to use his accent. Okay, so I'm back, and I just wanted to show you, I emptied out this container here, this two-tiered container, and you can find these at like a HomeSense, Target, or not, yeah, Target maybe, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. They're kind of in the kitchen section, and they're meant to be used in the kitchen, but they make great storage. So I emptied that all out, and it contained a lot of tulle, and then I have these jars in there too with twine in them, but I'm gonna take those out of that container and put these somewhere else. And then I have a bunch of kind of rustic burlaps and different things. So I'm gonna add the burlap that was in that box to that as well. And then this is kind of cool. I got this at Hobby Lobby, I believe, this summer. I thought it'd be good like on art journaling and stuff. So yeah, so I'm gonna go through the tulle and see if I have doubles of any, and I'll put those somewhere else. And then I need to incorporate these, maybe not this one, it's quite big, but these things here that I bought this year at, I think it was HomeSense. They had them, different trims. Whether or not I'll just display them like on my calyx or put them in a container, I'm not sure. And then if I need this new container I bought, I will add this to my room as well, but I'll see how I make putting the stuff back in that container that I just showed, if everything will fit. Plus I need to incorporate all of that stuff that I showed you in that box. So when I come back, I'll show you what I did with my twines and stuff, and then I will show you the end result of what it all looks like on the calyx unit. So see you in a bit. Okay, back with another update. So like I was saying before, those fancy trims, I took them off the cardboard and I put them on these, I don't know where I got these, but they're like an old-fashioned clothespin. And so I just wrapped them around that, and the green and the pink I seem to have quite a bit of, so I cut off about half and just put it in a baggie and I'll store that away. And then I wanted to put out those big rolls of this beaded trim, but they just wouldn't fit in the containers that I have, so I just cut off a chunk and put it on these pins as well. And I'll just store the rest. I went through my bowl of twine, and I had doubles and sometimes triples of these smaller ones, and then when I bought these, they came with 2 rolls of each color. So I just put 1 roll of each color in the bowl, and the rest I'll store away. But I've kind of made a deal with myself that I've got to get through some of this stuff in order for me to keep it the following year. Otherwise I need to purge it, because I just, if I'm not going to use this stuff, there's no sense me keeping it. I took these packages of twine and put them on binder clips, so I think that'll make it a little neater to store. And then, like I was saying, I took the big balls of eyelash trim and I just cut off a hunk and put them in these baggies, and then I can just replenish when I need to. And then I put the kind of natural colored jute on a ring as well. So yeah, I think that's just a little bit neater, a little bit easier to find. I may go ahead and just put all these little baggies in one big bag, just so they're not kind of loose there. I'll probably do that before I put these away. And then I took my rolls of metallic thread and the kind of the ones that were on spools, and put them in this little bowl that I had. It's kind of cute. It's like got hearts on it. I may have to find a bowl for this if they don't fit in the containers that I already have. I purged a little bit of stuff. I probably could have purged more, but this was the start, so I purged all of these. And these here. And these 2 here. As well as these. And this. So I'm going to a retreat in March where they have a table there that you can get rid of stuff, and I'm also going to one in January, so I'll take them there, and hopefully between those 2 retreats I can get rid of all of them. And what else? Oh, okay, then I emptied that box that had these fancy trims in it. So I put these ones, be putting these ones back in. This was an extra roll of the green tool that I have, so I'll just put that in this box. This is an extra roll of that twine. I do use a lot of that at Christmas time for favors and things, so I'm going to hang on to that. That's that extra fancy trim I cut off, put in a baggie. And then the big rolls of the eyelash trim, and then these are all the doubles of those twines. And then I just cut off a little bit of this too and put out, and then the rest will just go in here. And so I didn't really empty the box, but I kind of repurposed it in a better way. So yeah, so I'm happy with that. And I do have room for this box underneath my countertop, so that isn't an issue. So that will go there. And yeah, I think that's it. So then I'll take my camera down and I'll show you what it now looks like. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back with the final results. I don't know if it looks better, but it's more organized, and that was my goal. And plus, you know, my goal too was to purge some of it, which I did. And so I'll just kind of get a little bit closer so you can see. So in this one here, I put tulle and then pom-pom trim, and then I used a binder clip here and added the fibers and then some packages of ribbon that's like a set, a coordinated set together on that. And then I left these on the spools. I thought they're quite pretty, and so I left those there. And then I kept my name display. In this one I have fancier trims on the top, and then the satin trims, and then the sparkly type ones. And then in the bottom, the kind of printed ribbons and a few more satin ones. And then the fancier ribbons are at the back of that one. This one I kept kind of all the natural type or textured type trims. So that's that new one. I see I got to cut off the tag there, but that's that new storage I got. This has my metallic threads and the twine that's on spools. And then there's another one of those fancy holders there. And then I kept the Woody and Buzz on here for now. I do have some shelves I bought at IKEA. I just have to get my husband to put them up, and my kind of figurines like that will go on there, my pop figurines. And then I found this in my drawer here, a container to put all these fancy trims that were on the little bobbins, and then clothespins. And then this one is my twines. And I went and put all those individual baggies in a bigger baggie, so they're not kind of just loose in there, like I said I was gonna do. Oops, there. So yeah, I'm happy with how that turned out. And like I said, I got rid of some stuff, and so yeah, on to the next organizational project. If you have any comments or questions, just please leave them below, and I hope I've maybe helped somebody with how to organize your abundance of trims and laces and stuff. So until next time, take care. Bye for now.